Hello, dear parents, how are you doing? I have chosen this video as my communication to you instead of a mail. I miss these interactions with you. I miss the interactions with your children, with my students, with my teachers, my team, and everyone. Aristotle once said that man by nature is a social animal, and this pandemic compelled us to a stage where social distancing has to be maintained. It's very much against our own nature. From these human interactions, we derive so much of energy, so much of strength, vibrance, smiles, challenges. And that's what makes life more dynamic. If you remember my last mail that I sent to you, I said, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Well, we still have to get going. In spite of what the ICMR, the Indian Council for Medical Research, and the World Health Organization say, their reports are both reassuring and alarming. We still do not know whether we are out of this pandemic or not. However, while going ahead with this battle against virus, we also have to find ways to reassemble our life, to rebuild our life, and to sustain that spirit of life, that beauty of life, and this experience called life. And how do we do it? Perhaps it's in that context that our Honorable Prime Minister said, Atmanirbhar Bharat. What is Atmanirbhar? Perhaps it is to bring the strength from within us, the determination from within us, the energy from within us to fight this virus and to make sure that we are healthy, families healthy, and there is public health everywhere. We may have to find ways to build our own immunity to make sure that we are strong enough to fight this virus. At times like this, during economic crisis and insecurities in the job scenario, anxiety, stress, these anxiety levels and stress levels can really grow. My sincere advice, be watchful about your anxiety levels. Share it with your family members, but don't make anybody at home a scapegoats for it. Most of all, children may become scapegoats in these circumstances because they're there at home. They're all the time playing, they're all the time seeking your attention, demanding for things, because even they don't know how to handle themselves at a time when there is no routine. Because all of us humans are used to a routine. And when that routine is missing, most of all children, they don't know what to do with themselves. And they may be creating a lot of noise at home. When you are feeling very anxious about many things, they don't understand it. And I request you not to make them scapegoats for your anxiety. I'm just cautioning you. I'm sure you know very well that, or you are wise enough to not do that. But sometimes advice like this may be useful. In school, what we do is every day we start the day with quiet time. This is to calm our nerves, even though there is no anxiety, but calming our nerves by itself can reduce the stress level. So it may help you also at home. Start the day, the whole family, or end the day with some soft music playing and having a quiet time. It might help. You know, in the entire world, nobody is trained to handle a pandemic like this. All the presidents of the world, all the prime ministers in the world, all the medical experts and the scientists, everybody is equally baffled. As baffled as you are about your personal situation, they are that baffled about the national and the global situation. Together, all of us have to make sure that our anxieties don't cause more stress, more problems, either at home or in the society out there. So, coming to what are we doing at Silver Oaks in times like this? So, me and my team, we have been attending many online courses. We have been attending many virtual conferences, webinars. I have been a speaker in many conferences like this, in panel discussions, on TV channels. But what were we talking about? We were talking about how do we sustain learning? How do we continue learning in spite of children being at home? Through technology, how do we make it happen? In fact, these discussions and the practices that have been happening around the world made me call many of my friends, people known to me who are in different parts of the world, to understand how are they using technology to sustain learning. Every school is finding multiple ways, many ways to use technology to reach out to children. Just like the medical fraternity is using medicines, different combinations of medicines to fix this virus, we, the teaching fraternity, are finding multiple platforms of technology and pedagogy to make sure that teaching learning happens. No two schools can do the same thing because each school is unique. The children, the context, the community, approaches to learning, the pedagogy is unique to each school. So your neighbor's children may be attending school 8:30 to 3:30 virtually. They may be logged in. Their teachers may be lecturing one after the other. While your child, in the April session particularly, may have just seen a video in the first part of the day. She may have seen a video for about 30 minutes and done an assignment given by the teacher soon after that. Maybe the assignment continued in the afternoon, in the evening, or the next day. Learning will still happen whether they stay logged in throughout the day or sometime in the day. What we understood with all these webinars, conferences, discussions, and debates with people around the world and within India is that sustaining learning is more important than keeping them logged in for the whole day. So, at the end of it, I would say that teaching and learning is an art, and culture of learning is something that we in Silver Oaks have specialized in. I'm sure all of you would have known about it from the time of admission and through the PTMs too. So now let me tell you about how are we going to resume the school year 2021, which we started on the 9th of April, paused on the 30th of April, gave some summer homework during the May, and now we have to resume from June. The reopening dates which we announced to you prior to closing from February, we have been giving these dates to you. They stand good. Only that they will be online now. Until things are fine, until the government of India tells us that we can open schools now, until all of us feel that children will be safe in school, let them stay at home and learn online. So we in the school have chosen the Google Classroom as a platform for children to learn from the dates of reopening in June. Your events calendar has reopening dates. However, we will mail them to you once again. Each section of the school has a classroom now. Each child has her or his own mail ID, and all of them have been assembled in a Google Classroom. Soon you will be getting a mail with your child's mail ID and the login credentials. I request you to download the Google Classroom app onto your smartphones, laptops, iPads, desktop computers, whatever devices you may be using at home. We will also send you a detailed mail with a video explanation of how to navigate through this Google Classroom. And we will also tell you how we are planning to conduct the online school from the reopening dates. Until then, I just want you to know that we are preparing our technological platforms. We're also preparing our physical spaces now. We are exploring all the avenues of sanitizing the campus, procuring the best equipment, the best materials for sanitizing, training the staff, the school buses, the corridors, the classrooms, the furniture, the toilets. All these things are being explored, prepared for, and as and when things are conducive, when the schools reopen, these things will be in place. Once the lockdown is over, the staff will be coming to school and we are going to start the training for them. I soon hope that we will have children bustling into the school, bringing in their energy. But until then, this online learning should make sure that there is effective learning happening. Please do wait for the mail that we are going to send to you very soon. Until then, try and use the quiet time that I suggested. Make sure that all of you still smile, still be happy in spite of the challenges around. We are teaching your children where the mind is without fear and the head is held high. And that's exactly what is Atmanirbhar. And that's exactly what is Swadharma, Swaraj, Swadesh. And if possible, try and help those who need your support. Until then, take care.